any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Wealth and fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big bang up. Wherever there's a hang up, you'll find a Spider-Man.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Comic Book Blog. I'm your host, Jim Houston. Today is a special edition of the Silver Age Spiderman upgrades. Now, I've been buying books to upgrade my raw comics and to upgrade my graded comics. So over here we're going to have, I believe it's 5 comics. And I got a really good deal, I think. They're graded 8.5 and I only paid $350 per issue. Now, the problem that happens now is I don't want to pay more than $350 an issue anymore. So I could be spoiled. When I see like a 7.0 for $600, I'm like, I don't know if I really want that. So I have to keep looking for good deals now. All right. Here we have Spider-Man 32, off-white pages, 8.5. Aunt May's on the cover. Frail Aunt May, not doing so good. This is replacing a graded copy in my collection. So the first thing you notice is 4.5 has the new Spider-Man label on the top right. Spider-Man swinging over New York City, which is how I wanted my Spider-Man 1 to 50 collection graded. This is issue 32, graded 4.5. It's pretty nice condition. For some reason I decided to go for higher grades, and there you go, pretty high. 8.5, off-white pages. Here we take a look at the back cover. The 4.5 Spider-Man label. It doesn't tell you the issue number on the back. You got to be careful while you registered it on the CGC registry set. Or you'd have the wrong back cover with the wrong front cover. And here you see it tells you the title of the comic on this old, definitely older label. And you can see a little bit of the comic there on the outside of the fold, but it doesn't have a turned spine. Another old label book. The Lizard versus Spider-Man. Off-white to white pages. Spider-Man 45. 8.5. Off-white to white pages. .6, not a shabby grade over there compared to the 8.5. It's nice and clean, my slab. With Spider-Man over New York. Here's the 8.5. has some, I call it moire pattern. That's not the right word for it. It's a TV production term. But it's that part where it leaves wavy lines between the comic book and the slab. Here you see the two slabs, one, a new one, Spider-Man in New York City label, compared to the very old label, first generation. I have that model. Spider-Man fighting Kraven the Hunter. I have that Captain America model. Never bought the Hulk model. And there's the old slab information up top. Another old label. This one I have pretty high grade already. 6.0, we'll compare it to this. 8.5 off-white to white pages. I like the cover of Kraven the Hunter with 5 Spiderman drawings around him. It says off-white to white pages. I'm going to compare that. Here we got Spider-Man 47 with Kraven the Hunter. I had a nice 6.5, but I couldn't resist buying the 8.5. Got it at a good price. I had to buy 5 copies of comics that were for sale. So 6.5 gets upgraded to an 8.5. Here's the back covers of Spider-Man 47. Those were the Aurora model kits. It's practically a checklist for all the models that were out at the time. Nice clean copy there. Here's the upgrade. As you can see, that doesn't really tell you what issue number it is either on the back. Some of you may know I opted to get my whole collection, Spider-Man 1 to 51, put into the new Spider-Man over New York City label. So now I have to decide would I like to take the old label books and put them in new labels. So here's Spider-Man versus the Vulture, white pages, 8.5, number 48. Starting to have an 8.5 collection starting in the 40s. Here's Spider-Man 48, 6.0 compared to an 8.5 copy of the exact same issue. You can see the pages through there. This is a white page copy, 8.5, and you don't see the pages. This is Spider-Man 49, Kraven the Hunter, and the Vulture on the cover. 8.5 off-white to white pages. Old label. Here's Spider-Man 49, nice cover of the Vulture and Kraven fighting with Spider-Man. It's 4.5 off-white to white pages. Some spine ticks there. A little bit of a wrinkle down there in the leaves. A little scrape there. So 4.5. Here's the upgrade, 8.5 off-white to white pages. Nice sharp spine. Spider-Man 49 back covers. You can see there's a little tanning on the back spine there of the Spider-Man label book. Right there, a little tanning. This was already pressed and clean. And there's the old school label. A little tanning on this one too. This time on the, not on the spine side, on the page side. Here we have Spider-Man 79. This copy 6.0 off-white to white pages. It's got a really bad hit right there, divot. So these are the kind of books that make me think, if this got a 6.0, wow, it's really scraped down the purple there too. There's a color touching scrape. I would not grade this 6.0. So the one it's going to take the place of is this copy. This has some spine breaking ticks also, but nothing as bad as this one. And the paint is not lifted off the cover. So this would be an interesting test to compare this comic after it comes back graded to this comic, see which one grades higher. To the naked eye, mine has less defects. Even the corner here, it might be a little wet. We'll see. I could see some bends. This would definitely benefit from a press. Here's the raw copy versus a graded copy. You're going to see they both have some kind of defects. It's right at the top there. There's some paint missing in the black. Those are spine breaking ticks, breaks color. Here's the 6.0, spine breaking ticks. There's the color scrape in the purple. Severe spine breaking tick there. I just have a feeling they would both grade the same. And of course the back covers both look great. It's dirty there. Six point oh off-white to white pages. I can see right through the plastic and the blue painter's tape that this is Spider-Man. It's a famous issue. I remember when it came out, there was a lot of discussion about it. It went on for like 3 issues. What happened was Marvel Comics was kind of hip. College kids were into it and stuff. So they wanted to do an issue that featured drugs. So Spider-Man wasn't doing drugs. It was more one of the minor characters in the book had a drug overdose and he thought he could fly. And Spider-Man saved him and put him back down. This is off-white pages. And it's a Spider-Man 96, graded 6.5. And it was not approved by the Comics Code Authority, which was kind of a big deal back then. And it's going to take the place of my 96, which is raw. Now, as sometimes happens, in the Mylar, my 96 looks better than what's in the slab. So I have to decide, send this in, not pressed, get it pressed, sell it raw. Decisions. Whichever one we make, we learn something. So this looks like, I don't see any wrinkles at all. Maybe in the corner here. So this might be a good candidate to just submit and see what grade it comes back. So I would consider this a key issue because the Comics Code Authority seal was missing. It was a big deal back at the time when I bought this off the stands. There's like 3 issues with no Comics Code Authority seal. Here's my upgrade, 6.5. I wouldn't call it an upgrade. I would just say that, hey, this was graded, and it's in a CGC case. So there's some color break over there. I think for sure these two will grade the same. So there you have it. Very happy with these 7 comics added to my collection. Trying to complete 1 to 100. Already have 1 to 50 graded. Some comics I'm buying to upgrade. Some comics I'm buying to replace the raw comics. This has been another edition of the Comic Book Blog. I'm your host, Jim Houston. See you again soon. Bye.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, Spiderman, friendly neighborhood Spiderman. Wealth and fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big bang up. Wherever there's a hang up, you'll find the Spider-Man.